How do you share your voice if you don't own your stage? If you don't have the creative freedom to express without limitations, without boxing yourself into and behind rules and frameworks. We are all creator beings, limitless creator beings, and we can create different scenes, different stages, because we hold infinite dimensions within ourselves. As we can create them within, we can create them outside.
Make me kneel to your throne. Yeah, I know you wanna take me down to earth, take me into narrow ways to be, but I'd rather be off than let you reprimand me, take the hold of me.
And we have the universe, the dimension of the online space. And I know that many with me feel like there are completely different and new worlds in this universe. For regarding the outside world, anyway, we were limited to our surroundings, the people that we hang around with, and the media that comes from the news. But now you can choose new worlds to enter. You can discover new worlds and stages on YouTube and on other platforms. You can choose to receive news from a spiritual magazine rather than on the TV. But you can also create those new worlds in the outside world of the online space. Because the truth is that we are so blessed, we who live in this day and age. Often when we say that sentence, the day and age, it often is with a referral to stress, war, all the bad news. It's from the one perspective. We can shift our perspective to see, yeah, that is when we are using the possibilities and the concepts in a way that we create all those negativity. But social media in itself, it's not bad. The concept of time in itself is not bad. The concept of money is not bad. It's all depending on how we use it. And that same goes for the online platforms that you can use, that you can enter, that you can create your own stages on. And here is the thing. I have been promoting YouTube for so long. I have been wanting to have my own YouTube channel. Now I have multiples, and I have been encouraging other people to create YouTube channel, not for the potential to make money or the potential to leave an impact for other people, to bring value to the world by expressing it, by sharing it, by allowing it to get reach. That is awesome as well. But my promotion of YouTube is that I think it is like almost a physical manifestation of the worlds we carry within, and they are endless, and we can create new ones. We can create new ones. The thing is that many of us, and I have experienced this a lot as well, is that we forget about our own creative freedom. We maybe try out different platforms and feel like, yeah, but this isn't for me. I don't like to do this type of format of my art, of my coaching, whatever it is. It feels like I am boxing myself in. It feels like I'm playing a role. There's nothing wrong with playing a role in terms of creating that version, entering that stage, and enjoy it. But when we are playing roles given by others or created by our ego mind identity, it doesn't feel good. So I've been circling around different platforms, all from Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. YouTube is still a loving relationship that I have. TikTok, and I will have some presence on Instagram and TikTok for my music promotion, but I have made sure of this one thing. Remember to enjoy it. If it doesn't feel good, find another way. I got caught up in the idea of volume. I actually love the what the volume stands for. For me, it's a permission slip to allow yourself to be creative and mass create because of the fun and the joy of it. That is the true power of the approach to volume, at least to me. But I was like, oh, and now we have AI. That means that I should, and could, and probably create even more content, and it lost its magic because I am not here to share AI generated content. I use AI. I love AI when I use it the right way, when I put in the right intention, the energy, and remembering that I am the creator. I don't want it to create for me. I ask it to use my transcript and turn it into maybe an article using my words. Probably, the prompt I give is proofread this text and come with suggestions for titles and stuff like that. But the thing is that all these different platforms are just instruments. They are stages where you can share your voice, where you can own your stage, when you remember that you are the creator. And you don't have to use Instagram or TikTok. For me, those platforms are not my main stages. I like to view it as the backstage and the front stage. The backstage is the hub where all creative ideas, all seeds of creation has space. It has its allowance to be there or be expressed. When we choose to express something specific that we want to expand on, we push that onto our front stage, the media, the platforms. And for me, that is YouTube, but also I will use TikTok and Instagram in marketing purpose. It's just, showcasing, and I will make sure to have fun with it. And that is the question, the important question to ask and continue asking. Does this, what I'm currently doing, does it makes me feel good or feel bad? That is your guidance. If it makes you feel bad, if it makes you feel like you are limiting yourself, playing that role, deviating from the real purpose of what you are wanting to do, then it is not a good fit. Doesn't mean that you have to abandon the platform, because the next question is, okay, if it feels bad, but how can I find a way to enjoy this? This is not necessary if you already found your hub platform. Hub is the space for all the seeds of creation. And if you have found that one, don't bother with the other ones until you see some magic with them. But the question is, anyway, how can I find a way? And I've actually done that. Instagram, Instagram, we were on our weekly adventure with me and my husband and my oldest son. We were in a town here in Sweden, Umeå, for a floorball cup, and it was amazing. And I felt like, yeah, but I actually want to do my social media marketing post in my journal, on a piece of paper in my journal. And it makes so much sense, because I could see the vision come to life, and it was fun, and I didn't feel the stress of trying to get as much out as possible in the shortest period of time. I have taken a pause on on TikTok and Instagram for the reason that I felt like I need to find a gateway where I can use this, stage in a way that it's mine. I love to get inspiration from others. That is awesome, but I want to do it my way. So 2 weeks from now, I think, when I'm not promising anything, no promise to myself that I can't keep. I think that I'm actually going to try to be more present on those platforms by maybe batch create 7 pieces of content for the upcoming week and enjoy that process. Maybe go to a cafe and sitting with my journal doing it, and let that, because the thing is, for me, it doesn't matter. It says I am not in love with TikTok and Instagram, even if I enjoy those platforms. when it then becomes too time consuming, I'm spending all this time, but the return on investment is pretty low because I didn't really enjoy all that time. So the key for me here, and that I hope will inspire you too, is if it takes me 7 hours, I don't know, 10 hours to make those 7 posts, does it feel good? Do you enjoy the process? Well, it doesn't, it's 10 hours well spent. I mean, the currency in this dimension is time. So if the most of your time that you have in this experience have been time that you have enjoyed, that is a successful life. That is a life of happiness. So if it takes 10 hours and you enjoyed it, and it doesn't take any time from the things that you would like to prioritize more, that is perfectly fine. So, can you express your voice if you don't own your stage? Well, I think that it's more of a question of owning your stage. Claim that. You know that the stage is yours, and that stage is always evolving, and you can create multiple stages for your art, for your coaching, for your personal journey. You own the stages. You are the creator. You are the alpha and omega, even if that stage currently is manifested on YouTube or another platform. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter if you don't get any views on your front stage. Yeah, we would love to have that, of course, but that's not the point. The point is sharing your voice as it sounds now in this present moment, because that is all you get. What do you feel now? What are your perspectives now? That will evolve, because you are not limited to those ideas about who you are. Owning your stage is the way to express your voice. And my recommendation, because they are my favorites, and I'm not saying that this is the right way to go, because I'm allergic to that. I'm allergic to the number one strategy you have to apply. No, I don't like that. I like strategies, tools, systems, as long as I'm free using them, and we are free using them. Because otherwise, it doesn't matter how great they are, they lose its magic, because the magic is what we bring into them. That is the real magic. So my number one, or maybe, number one is YouTube. I love YouTube. It has become my personal accountability partner, my personal stage to remind myself of the life that I want to live. And then we have my newfound lover, and that is Substack, my friend. Oh, I will probably create hundreds of episodes talking about Substack, because there are so many reasons why I love it. And the stages, the possibilities to create those stages that I refer to is endless on Substack, according to me. Now I need to get going with my day, and remember to own your stages. Don't follow the rules. Don't follow another person's rule book. Keep creating, keep shining, keep sharing your voice. Thank you so much for tuning in to the aligned creation flow that I hope you feel here, and I would love to see you in the next episode. Subscribe to the channel or my publication on Substack. Link in the description. Love, 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 love.
In all the ways that I need to be me, is the fence to your company. Build you a castle and you will find what is out before you tear it all down. Really thought that we had gotten somewhere, but spoke my mind and it disappeared. The band that I thought we had built, but your relationships all depend on guilt. Who did what and why do they owe? Forth and back, this pattern is old. Endless hours of superficial talk and manners. I'm the old bird and you hold the banner. Yeah, I know you wanna take me down to earth, take me into narrow ways to be, but I'd rather be on the ledge could be the